your tempo. Think about your timing.
It won't go down.
So when you're taking your science kneecap, if you see ology, you're going to know it means
the study of.
The study of. If you see kinesis or kinesi, you're going to know it means about movement. Thank you. Sometimes it seems like you just don't have enough time. It seems like you can't get that student to take the risk to be successful. It's one of the biggest challenges in any school, is that when you're working with kids that haven't experienced success, it is so difficult to get that child to take a risk to be successful. It's a scary thing.
Everybody go the right way. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left.
One of the students that I'm thinking about that I feel like I haven't had enough time with, it's heartbreaking. Everybody, go into Superman. It's heartbreaking to think that they're at the end of their 4 years. You know that there's just such goodness inside of that person and such great potential inside of that person, but for whatever reason, that person isn't at a point in their lives where they can accept it. That's a teacher's biggest challenge, I think. Some of you are just walking through, come on. Come on, be strong. I got Christina playing the role here. Everybody else has got to come up to that bar now. I expect a lot from my students. I expect them to work to their potential. I expect them to be great. I expect them to do things beyond what I've done. And then I expect them to come back and tell us about it and contribute.
Something you call love, let's confess. You've been a mess where you shouldn't have been.
Oh, the nice quiet girls from Dominican Republic.
These boots are made. That's just what they one of these days, these boots are gonna.
Good morning, girls.
Every child is different, every student's story is different. Some stories are very hard and stay with you for a long time. Kids that come from broken homes, that come from really horrible situations and come to school where this is their only bright spot in their day. This is the only thing good for them.
I have your grades today. Did I hear?
For any teacher to be successful here, it's building a relationship with the students. If you can't get the students to trust you, to trust that you're working for them, that you're supporting them, that you're working to help them become what they want to be, then you're not going to be very effective here at all.
Give me another word. Cost. Cost would really be, because cost sounds like you're having to give money to get something.
The success stories, thankfully we do have a lot of them. A lot of kids come through here, do great things and go on to universities and great jobs and occupations. It's the difficult stories, the tragic stories that stay with you longer.
I had a bug in my hair.
Is it good enough? How'd it go? Good.
Yeah, no,
For a long time, I had some ambition of getting experience in urban schools.
You found something?
So when I had the opportunity to come here, it was just sort of the unknown, wanting the experience and the challenge. And so I came. So
Ew!
after 1 year, though, I didn't think I was going to come back because it really was an overwhelming experience the first year. But then I came back the second year, and now I see myself here
Forever.
for as long as I can.
And do you think you've made a difference in some of these kids' lives?
I like to think I have. I do. I like to think so. He came to me 3 years ago. He was the first student in my time here that I identified with to push somewhere. I would see him out on the street, and I knew he would be one of those kids that would go home and not have dinner. So I would see him walking home from practice, and we'd walk into the pizza place, and I'd buy him a pizza to take home for him and his brother or sister. But he slipped through. He was doing well that year that I had him, and he was coming around. You know, he was definitely volatile and difficult in the beginning, but began to open up and just become a teenager. And then I don't know what happened that year, if it was the wrong group, or I would only see him occasionally, and the times that I did see him was when he was being dragged out by somebody out of the school, or the principal was saying, okay, you're suspended for a few days, and I'd say, can I walk him out? Like, I'd volunteer to walk him out, so I could be like, what are you doing? And then he disappeared. And then I saw him a few weeks ago in the hall. He came to visit. He told me about the problems in the last year and a half that he has had for different reasons, and I still say, what are you thinking? And I'm not sure what else to say, except I'm still here if you need me.